We're all here because we were celebrating the Immigrants Business Networking Association, IBNA. Now, hats off to you, Cema Santos, for you are the founder of this amazing association. Why did you form this?
Well, everything becomes from my own experience trying to run a business in Australia. And I thought I had all the information from my country because in Brazil, I come from a family of entrepreneurs and I was an entrepreneur there as well. And I thought my experience was enough to be able to run a business in here. And I went to all workshops that I could to find out how to run a business in Australia. However, I failed.
Why? Where do you think you went wrong between the transition between how you would do business in Brazil and how business is carried out in Australia?
Well, I set up a bar, the first Brazilian barbecue here in Perth. And it was a small one, and I was running and making Brazilian barbecue. The cultural differences and the business differences that you have here in Australia, I didn't know about it, not anything. And my mindset as well was not there. I was not prepared to run a business, despite I thought I was prepared to run a business in Australia. And IBNA came to help other migrants not to do the same mistakes that I have done, to facilitate their lives, educate them, connect them, and bring the best of them that they can bring to this country.
How long has it taken you to actually go from the idea of forming IBNA to actually getting it into a not-for-profit association?
Well, everything started as soon as I failed. However, I didn't know how to do it. I had no resource because I felt so alone at that time. As soon as I started working my mindset again and helping myself to come back together again, putting all the pieces together. So when the puzzle started to show its face, something is missing here for migrants to understand really about the culture on how to do business in Australia. And the time was last year when I was talking to someone from City of Joondalup and TAFE, and they said to me, "This is a great idea. Why don't you do this?" So I went home, prepared the project, and presented to the City of Joondalup and 627. They love it, and they embrace it. And then we started.
What is the difference between IBNA and other networking associations?
Basically, I think the main important part of the of IBNA is the education that we give to our members, but also we are a networking association which we use a lot of the word collaboration, and it's not necessarily a referral scheme that you just show up to give your business cards around and you refer it, but it's more of a collaboration of people working together to grow together. So that's our main difference. We'll educate, we'll integrate, and we'll give you the support to achieve your career success.
It's not just for someone that is just starting up a business. We can help as well businesses that they are already established and want to grow in a better way. They're still small and they want to spread their wings, but they don't know how to do. So you are there to help them to grow as well. And for the ones that don't know, they have the desire of running a business, but they don't know how, and they think they don't have any idea. We do a brainstorming session to know about their ideas, and we do feasibility and a risk analysis to know if that idea is good enough to become a business. So, and from there, we just help this person to understand how to do business in Australia It's an educational process where they can have all the mentoring parts, all the coaching, all the advice. And we are there, support them, connecting them. You are there to help them to grow.
Most of us immigrants, when we come in here, we are successful business people back from where we came from. But when you come here, accounting is accounting, but there are different methods, rules, strategies for us to get the accounting and the businesses work the way it was working back home, which IBNA, through these monthly meetings and these workshops, we should be able to break it down. I will be breaking down what suits you and your family in terms of business. How can this help you grow your business? How can you maintain the family and business relationship as well?
You need to have good people around you as well. How do you find these people and how do you put these processes into place?
Well, I believe at the time when I was ready to do it, the right people came to me.
Cema and I were at a friend's in common barbecue, and she was talking about how she is starting this program to support immigrants emotionally and in their business to succeed in Australia. And I was just sitting down listening to her talking about that amazing idea that she had and thinking how it is something so very close to my heart. And a couple of days later, I just called her and said, I really need to be a part of what you're doing. I really want to be a part of this. I think there's lots of potential, and this is something that not just Australia needs a lot at the moment, but the whole world. So please let me be a part of it. And she opened her doors, and that's how it started.
Cema rang me, we had a series of meetings, and then she told me what she was doing. I said, this is a fantastic idea because every migrant needs exactly what your thought process is. She spoke about all the challenges the immigrants face here in Australia, and I told her, look, I'm part of it, and I know a lot of people who are still going through the same process, and that's one of the reasons why I went on my own just to see how I can support the immigrants.
How do people get to join the IBNA?
People can come to our monthly meetings.
Which are held where?
We're held at TAFE North Metropolitan in Joondalup, and it's called 6027. This is where we hold our meetings currently. So they can come to our meetings for free as a visitor and see what they think of the meetings and the value we can offer them, and then they can apply for memberships.
When are the meetings held?
First Wednesday of every month. So we'll be there on the first Wednesday of every month if they would like to come at 7 p.m. So usually we run from 7 to 9 p.m. We have the networking time, we have refreshments, we always have speakers talking about different aspects of businesses, and the speakers will usually open a topic for the month. So this is what we'll be working on the workshops throughout that month.
And our idea is really go everywhere in WA. And soon as possible, you'll be reaching out other suburbs. It's just a question of time.
Yes. And I think it's important to say that we are called the Immigrant Business Networking Association, but we welcome Australians that are closely related to immigrants as well to be a part of the association. If you are a partner of an immigrant, a child or a parent, I think we welcome you to be a part of these and collaborate as well. And if you are an Australian citizen that has lived overseas and you know what we all go through, please contact us, help us integrate and bring more people and increase Australia's skill set.
How do they find you?
They can find us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or through our email, info at...
Twitter?
Twitter as well, yes. So info@ibna.org.au.